So I have a pretty specific but dark headcanon for how Nifty died, and I don't know if we'll ever get it confirmed, so here's what I think could have happened. Most of this you'll probably have heard before, but there is one detail I don't see mentioned that I really like. So I, like many people, think Nifty was a young housewife. She's 22, poodle skirt, apron. She's 22, she wears a poodle skirt and an apron and is obsessed with cleaning. Young housewife. But I think the pressures of being a housewife, the constant need to please her husband, eventually drove her over the edge, and she murdered her husband. Specifically, she stabbed him to death. And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times. No, she just confessed. And then, because it's the 1950s, they would have declared her hysterical, and when a woman was hysterical, they just lobotomized her. So Nifty was lobotomized and died during the procedure because a pretty high percentage of lobotomies were fatal. Go figure. But this is where the more specific part comes in. There were two ways to perform lobotomies. The first was drill holes in the forehead and then stick a stick in there. And the second was the more non-invasive technique that eventually became more common. And what they would do is they would take essentially a long, skinny ice pick and they would put it into the tear duct of your eye. So they'd slip it in that little space between your eyeball and your tear duct up into your brain, hit it once or twice with a hammer, and then your entire personality was erased. And I think that was the kind Nifty got, and I think that is why she only has one eye. Also, since she's canonically Japanese, I did look up to see if this would have happened to her in Japan, and yeah, it wasn't just an American thing. They did it all over the place. And also, she's dressed accordingly for Japanese 1950s fashion, so it all fits. I just think that's neat. Not the lobotomy part, the fashion part. I think history and fashion is interesting. Lobotomies are bad.